Right, if you lot want to understand the markets this April, don't expect any sugarcoating. This is a bloody mess of wars and semiconductor chips. If you're looking for inspirational rubbish to make you feel warm and fuzzy about your money, you're in the wrong place. Let's get this over with before I die of boredom. Everyone's cheering because the markets bounce back a bit. They call it a relief rally. Absolute bollocks. It's just a bunch of terrified blokes who bet against the market, desperately buying shares back to cover their arses. The Kospi clawed its way up 2.21%, and people think the crisis is over just because someone muttered the words peace talks. Don't mistake a dead cat bounce for a bloody trampoline.
Why should you care about some dust-up in the desert? Because this country is hopelessly addicted to their oil. 70% of it, to be exact. When things go pear-shaped over there, it costs us more to make literally everything. Import prices shot up 16.1% last month, with raw materials up a ridiculous 40.2%. Oil dropped back to 82 dollars, on some naive hope of a ceasefire. But if you trust that to last, you're thicker than a concrete wall.
The only thing keeping this economy from going completely down the pan is silicon. Semiconductors. The export prices are going up, and that's basically dragging the rest of the country's miserable trade figures out of the mud. Foreign investors have been dumping their cash into Samsung Electronics, buying up over 360 billion won worth. If we can't afford the petrol, at least we make the chips for the sat-navs, eh? Let's talk about a short squeeze. It's just a fancy term for idiots panicking. People bet the market would tank. It didn't. And now they're scrambling to buy back $93 billion worth of shares before they lose their shirts. Do you know what's going up? Absolute rubbish. Loss-making tech companies jumping 14%? It's not a brilliant economy. It's just desperate gamblers covering their mistakes. Don't be the mug who buys into it thinking it's a gold rush. Look across the water at Japan. Their head banker, Ueda, is waffling on about two-sided risks and doing absolutely nothing. He's sitting on his hands with rates at 0.75%, letting the yen slide all the way down to 159 to the dollar. The chance of them actually raising rates this month has completely collapsed. If you're playing about with foreign exchange right now, you might as well flush your money down the loo.
Right, if you haven't run away crying yet, here's what you actually need to do. First, keep your eyes glued to the oil price and the exchange rate, which is hovering around a miserable 1,479 won. Second, ignore the bloody rumours and look at the actual corporate earnings. We need to see that 12% jump they're promising to justify this madness. Third, the government is tossing 26.2 trillion won at the problem with a supplementary budget. We'll see if it actually does any good. Now, sod off and try not to bankrupt yourselves.